Thunderstorming people off cliffs. Okay, that's something else you can have a good time with. Hey, this is Tiqqle, and in this video, we're going to go over Elemental Shaman in a Battleground, the beginnings and the basics of PvP. A lot of people have been asking me, hey, can you do some videos about Ellie, Enhanced Resto, and show me like the play style, what it's going to be like, what I should focus on, what to do in certain situations. So I figured the best way is to do it live. I want to show you how to use Elemental Shaman to the max, especially in Battlegrounds, which I know is a very popular area for just having casual PvP fun. So there's going to be 3 areas we're going to focus on: positioning, offensives, and playing defensively. So number 1 for the positioning, you'll see it, I'll call it out, but basically you want to be on the outside. You want to see the game happening and you want to be throwing in your meatballs to contribute. But in general, you don't want to be too close to the fray, and if you get too close, you have some tools to get out of there. You have your Ghost Wolf form, which allows you to run away and not get slowed. You can slow other people, thunderstorm them away, or lightning lasso them and run away while you're lassoing. So those are main tools for positioning, and you'll see me and how I position. The other is for the offensive nature. When you're going to be offensive, you need to be doing a few things. And I want you to focus on only a few things, especially if you're just starting out. Number 1, I want you to focus on keeping up Flame Shock on as many targets as you can. You want to be Flame Shocking everything on cooldown. The reason for that is every time you Flame Shock something, it's a dot, first of all, doing some damage. And that will also proc Lava Surge, which allows you to do instant cast Lava Burst, which is a huge part of your damage. It's going to be your top damage dealer at the end of this dungeon, or the BG, and in dungeons, it's going to do a hella damage as well. So it's also a very fun playstyle. So that's all I want you to focus on at the beginning, is Flame Shocking things, using Lava Burst. Don't use Chain Lightning, don't use Lightning Bolt for your sustained damage. Just keep everybody Flame Shock. So I'm going to Flame Shock him. Okay, he's going to die. This guy's up here. I'm going to use a Lava Burst on him. I'm going to Flame Shock him. You can also have fun by doing stuff like this: thunderstorming people off cliffs. Okay, that's something else you can have a good time with, okay? Now, but anyway, we didn't get much of a fight, but yeah, you want to Flame Shock people, you want to Lava Burst them. That's all you're going to do. Once you get to max Maelstrom, you're going to Earth Shock them. That's your sustained damage in a nutshell. You can also use Lightning Lasso if you want to do some damage as well, but I like to keep it as a defensive usually. Now, the other thing that you can do is your burst damage. When you want to burst, that's your Stormkeeper and your Lightning Bolts. That's the only time I want you to use Lightning Bolts. You want to use Stormkeeper. I'm going to use Echoing Shock, and I'm going to use Lightning Bolts. That's going to do a huge amount of damage, and that's where you're going to be like having the most fun, is when Echoing Shock. You can use Echoing Shock with Lava Burst, but you don't want to use it with Earth Shock. Just with Lava Burst or your Stormkeeper Lightning Bolts. Otherwise, you have a ton of utility you can use offensively. You can do things like you can interrupt people with your 12-second Wind Shear. You can use Lightning Lasso to stun people and keep them locked down. So there's a lot of things you can do. So that's about how you want to play offensively. That's how you want to play positionally. I haven't gotten into a big enough fight yet, but I'll fight this guy. It'll be a 2-on-1, unfortunately, but maybe there'll be... Oh, it's going to be more than that. But in general, like, when I'm seeing this guy, I want to stay at range. I'm going to keep him Frost Shock so he can't come over to me. And when he starts heading towards me, you want to go ahead and, like, you know, start kiting away. You're a kiting class and one of the most mobile casters out there. So that's how you're going to be playing offensively. You can see I'm just Lava Bursting and I'm getting procs very, very often. So let's go ahead. I'm trying to find a good brawl here because we need to fight like... We want to run into like 6 people at a time. I want to show you what that looks like if they start to focus me. So that's how you positioning... That's offensive. You haven't seen me do it in practice, but we'll get there. We'll go into this. We're going to be a little bit outnumbered. Oh, no. Actually, we'll be fine here. So I'm going to go in. I'm going to be slowing people. I'm going to be using my Lava Bursts non-stop. Again, Flame Shocking multiple targets. Now these guys are getting close to me. I want to be careful. Lassoing him to make him stop moving and pin him down. We got this guy who's a goddamn savage. I'm going to keep... Okay, he reflects on me. All right, we have our burst available. Let's go ahead and use it. He already used reflect as well, so we're going to use Stormkeeper. We're going to use it on the Druid, actually. Ready? We're going to Echoing Shock. And then we're going to try to get him. We're going to try to get him before he kills me. Come on. No luck. Now, there's a lot of guys here. I want to get out of here. I want to get out here if I can. Thunderstorming people away. This guy is a... Dude, he is on me like... Oh my god, like hotcakes. So in that situation, you just lose. And it's really hard. You can't really outplay if they get on top of you like that, especially if there's like multiple warriors just slamming you in your face, right? So here again, we'll just kind of play it out here. He's going to probably kick me. No, he feared me instead. I like how he's meleeing me. That's crazy. I'm going to Echo. And then I'm going to use Lava Burst. That's another good way to do damage. He's probably going to... Oh, he doesn't run away. Again, we got him there. All right, so let's try to keep fighting this. This is a situation that I think is important to talk about, especially if you're outnumbered. Again, this rogue, right? I'm staying kind of max range. I'm not using any other buttons other than Lava Burst and Flame Shock unless I'm going for the burst, right? Earth Shock. Oh, he has the... Oh, he has a defensive shield as well. Right? So I'm not using Lightning Bolt at all. It makes your rotation pretty easy and very simple until you get a little bit more used to it, right? I'm going to use Echo, and then I use a Lava Burst with an Earth Shock at the end. Does big damage. These guys are doing... Wow, these warriors are savage. Warriors got a lot of defensive tools in their toolkit. I'm going to go in here. I'm going to Flame Shock. Got to be careful, though. If they do a gap close, we're going to be in trouble. Lassoing him to keep running away. Got a Flame Shock up. Ready? I can Thunderstorm. Oh, Thunderstorm didn't work. That means that he got knocked away before. You can use other things like defensively. Like I can run away, first of all. I don't ever want to be that close to him. And then the other things you can do is you can heal yourself. You have Healing Stream Totem as well. And you have your defensive cooldown for Astral Shift. Now, this is a big brawl, so this is exactly what we want. I'm staying at the outskirts, right? There's no reason for me to get close. I want to be focusing either healers or I want to be focusing whatever's low, right? So, again, these warriors are absolute bamfs. I mean, these guys are staying alive really well. I'm going to use my burst cooldown here. Got him, luckily. Okay. Now we see a mage. Now I can use my short cooldown interrupt here. Okay, these guys are really coming in for us. Now, again, look, I don't want to run towards that. There's enough of them. Whoever their farthest person out is, I want to make sure that I'm kind of backing up a little bit. Frost shocking everybody. Again, I'm going to use a lasso on someone. He used a defensive cooldown. So we don't want to... I'm going to lasso him. Full duration. It does a lot of damage. I don't want to run towards him, though. I want to stay back. Use a capstone totem there. Again, he's running over here. Like, why would I let him just, like, stand on top of me, right? So I'm going to Frost Shock him. Okay. So I'm going to knock him away. Again, he could charge me, maybe. So he's not, yeah, now he's running. See, we want to keep him at range as much as we can. It's tough. You're not always going to be able to do it. Especially warriors have potentially 2 charges and a leap. That's going to be tough. Or you're going to be going against DKs who can pull you to them and slow you extremely. But sometimes you have to trust Frostwolf. You know, Frostwolf allows you to be running away at max, or 100% speed, I should say. Now I'm going to Lava Burst, Flame Shock. Got him. Right. We're going to keep running. Again, Flame Shock, Lava Burst. That's like the only thing you really need to press. And you can see we're doing good damage. And I'm still just trying to like kind of get into sticky situations. So here, he's making a run for it. I want to keep him slowed as much as I can. Lava Burst up. I have my burst damage. Oh, I have one of those too, I think. Oh, not on my bars, unfortunately. Obviously, you know, it's a pretty close game, but this is the type of stuff like, you know, if you guys have questions about why do I do certain things, let me know. I definitely think that not lightning bolting is a good idea, especially because you have a lot of other buttons you can be pressing. I'm going to Echo, a Lava Burst. Does pretty good damage. I'm going to Earth Shock. Big damage. You see me kind of start to cast lightning bolts and I'm stopping him. It's mainly to just show you, you don't even need to do it. You don't even need to do it. And it's one of my big tips for people when they're just picking up Ellie. So yeah, so that's what we got. A Flame Shocking everything, Lava Bursting. Your Burst, which again is in my other video about how to do Burst, but it's about using Sky Fury, Stormkeeper, Echoing Shock, and on non-use trinkets. And then you want to be playing defensively. Like these warriors are bamfs. Like they're doing really well. So this guy, right, he's coming over. We're going to use our Burst on him. Let's see, hopefully we can get it. We're going to, again, Thunderstorm him away. We'll see if we can get our Burst here. He's probably going to interrupt me. I'm going to interrupt him. I'm trying to get to the healer. So, like, now I'm in the fray. I went in too deep. Slowing him. Echo. And then we're going to do burst damage. Okay, we got him. We got him good. We're probably toast. So we were in pretty deep, though. We were in pretty deep. That's okay. But that was the burst combo again. That's all about using Stormkeeper with Sky Fury down, Echoing Shock, and then dumping those lightning bolts. You'll do a massive amount of burst damage. And then your Lava Burst, like I said, if we look at our damage distribution while we're dead, Lava Burst is the top damage. Lightning Bolt's only been used during Stormkeeper, and it's still huge damage. So this is, look, I'm telling you to press these buttons. You might be saying, Tiqqle, that can't be like that. That's just 3 buttons. Yeah, well, I'm making it easy. You'll be able to get into the groove with using other things as well. Like, for example, I don't even have my Oh, I forgot my Fire Ellie as well, which is a pretty huge cooldowns off my bars on accident. But that's another one. So again, we got 3 warriors charging in. A bunch of melee. I'm going to drop slows. He's running at me. You know? We're probably going to get stunned here. They're going to use some gap closers. They did. I don't want to use a knockoff yet. Again, I'm ghost wolfing and I'm running away. These guys aren't fools, though. They know that I have the potential to knock him off. Doesn't matter. He's off. You can thunderstorm people off. So I'm going to heal myself here. I'm almost dead. This guy's going to come. Yep, he's going to come find me. We're going to try to kill him before he kills me. And ghost wolf away. Insane that he has that. That's a... Oh, he got me. Dude, that guy has... That's crazy. What he's using, by the way, is a... I think that's an Azoth tank trinket. That's what you see. It's a magic defensive bubble. But that's okay. That's all right. We got this. We got this. Again, I want to be... If I can, Earth Shield myself. We're going to be running in there. Those guys are running around banging people up. So that's it. That's pretty much it. That's the breakdown of how to play defensively. Again, I'm still dying, but I'm also running alone. If you don't have healers that you're running with, you're going to die. It's okay. I don't get that tilted about it because there's no point. You're going into situations where you're 1v3 like I just was. And if they're coordinated and you're not, you're at a significant disadvantage. So you got to play positioning. Now, I'm going to risk the biscuit here. This is not a smart move, really. They got multiple people on mounts. We're going to start moving away. This warrior wants some. I'm going to go ahead and stay near the water. He'll probably charge me. I'm going to use that. Get a full lasso. I'm going to drop cap stun. I'm going to try to use my burst here on him. Using a lot of defensives. Nice. I use echoing shock, so I actually have my burst still available, so let's pop it on this guy. Not bad. Not shabby, boys. He's dead. All right, so now we got some more people coming in. Now, you might... Positionally, I don't want to run at melee. You know, you want to be moving away from them and putting your flame shocks up. Wait for those instant cast procs or stand at range and cast. You can't stop this, you know? And if you're playing any caster, I'd recommend the same. If you're in a situation like in Arena, though, Arena's going to be a little bit different. It's a much more... well, it's random. I mean, you know, I won't say controlled, but it's a lot less like... You can't get mobbed as easily because you can control where you're going and you have a script and a play style that you need to be following, and it's a little bit different than what we've said. So I'm gonna use Sky Fury. You can, even with this guy, you know, he might actually outrange my damage. Nope, he doesn't. What the? This man is running for the hills. All right, we're not letting him see it. We're gonna run and cast here. I'm staying at range. He's really pissed off, but that's how we do it. Why would I get close to a Ret Paladin when he can two-shot me? You know, and that goes for any class. I know things are particularly bursty right now in pre-patch, but that's how you want to be playing it. You want to be playing it at range, in control. If you get mobbed, you have a few options to get out. You only have one defensive, but in general, like, no one's gonna... I'm gonna play a little bit of risky biscuit. Oh, and I'm dead. Like so right here, I'm just dead. I'm just dead. I got rooted. I don't know why that... Apparently that root doesn't break, so I'm just dead. I could have fought back a little bit, but there you go. Like, I'm not tilted about that. I got killed by 4 people. Now, in a 1v1 situation like that warrior earlier, that's just rough. Sometimes melee is able to stay on top of you and keep the momentum. And some of you might say, Tiqqle, you know what? It's probably better if you just start casting in their face. Yeah, in some cases, that's you're not wrong. But I want to show you that we do have some mobility and some ways to get out of pickles. Now, that was... I didn't know Binding Shot wouldn't break on damage, but that's okay. And so again, I want to find some good group fights, right? Where we're not outnumbering them. Okay, so here, there's a lot of them coming in. So again, I'm going to stay back here. Why go in close? There's no point. I'm going to use my Fire Elemental, which I haven't mentioned earlier, but that's a huge offensive cooldown. I have my burst up, so let's go ahead and use that puppy. We're going to use Echo. Then we're going to use Lightning Bolts. Oh my god! Oh! See, we get the big damage. Ellie's probably some of the highest DPS in the game. Burst damage in the game. Let's go ahead and get over here. He's going to probably stun me to charge. Okay, he charged me. That means I can get a knockoff. He can't charge, but he can leap. Okay. Now, I'm going to try to Ghost Wolf out of here. Okay. I'm going to slow him, and I'm bringing him into my team, right? And that's something that is a little bit different than Arena. In Arena, you don't want to run into your teammates with melee. You do not want to do that. You might want to kite, but you don't want to run into teammates. Again, I don't need to stay close to this guy. And again, I'm only pressing Lava Burst, which is crazy to me that I'm able to even do that. So defensively, right, I have Earth Shield, I got my Healing Stream, I got my heals, I got my 1 defensive. And again, I'm going to go out here. If I go out of position, I could get punished really bad and die. Same thing in arena, same thing in everywhere, you know? You wanna be playing your spot. When I'm starting to get hit, I back up immediately, right? You might be saying, dude, that's kind of playing like a ween, but, you know, it is what it is. All right, we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna try to use Echo. I'm actually gonna use it on this warrior. The warriors are particularly savage right now. Yep, he's found me. I'm using my defensive cooldown. Trinket, run away. I'm still gonna be offensive-ish. What the? This rogue, man. All right. Rogue found me, give me the good kidney. I don't have anything to do. All I can do is like stun, but oh, there was many men there. Many men. But that's it. So you can see I'm pretty high on the damage. I'm doing just lava bursts, just this. I could be casting some lightning bolts in here, but it's more important to get those flame shocks out. And I think I've kind of gone over it enough, and I'm hoping that this is useful and it's not too fast, but these are the different things that I'm going to recommend to you. Okay, victory is ours. All right, so we did pretty good. Damage-wise, we were up there. You know, some other people beat us in damage. Kills, we got a bunch of kills. But in general, you know, this is what it's about. Lava bursts are your kings now. Shadowlands are going to hit for a ton. They're hitting for a lot right now, too. Flame shocks, key part of your damage. Lightning bolt, burst only, even huge. I have some other things that are, you know, won't be around in Shadowlands anymore. Earth shock, only pressed it 9 times. Didn't do that much. 2.66k, whatever. You have some other defensive options too. I didn't really show off, like using your pet has another defensive. If I go Primal Elementalist, you'll be able to use a defensive on your Earth Ellie, but that's okay. This is just a beginner's intro to what it's like to play at Shaman, and that's a great example of what it's like to get trained by multiple people. If I get caught out in the open, any of those things, that's what it's going to be about. So with that being said, guys, I want to thank you so much for being here. If you like these videos, if you have any suggestions for things you want to see more, let me know. This video is a suggestion from you guys. So let me know. Put it down in the comments. Come by the stream every day, twitch.tv/Tiqqle this at 9 p.m. Sub to the channel if you want to, please. And we'll see you in the next one. Take care, everybody.